Welcome back, guys, to Phoenix Wright Spirit of Justice, where last episode, after retreating, the Sahdmadhi law officers running away from the guards chasing both Apollo and Athena through town, we've deposited the Founder's Orb with deaths as we now come back out to investigate. And of course, have come to Dhurke. 2 conversation options have been selected with him, but it seems we have to present to get ourselves a little bit more. So we want more information about things surrounding the case. The one thing I really want a lot of information on at the moment is this picture from Inga's safe that shows a woman, a baby, and a law book that has a mark branded upon it. See if he has anything to say about this, eh? How am I missing? Is that for me, son? No, I was just wondering if you knew anything about it. What? You came to visit me and you didn't even bring a present. I'll take that as a no. Really? No? Okay. It's got, like, the book, your book, is behind that. Well, this is the interesting things I wanted. Wasn't this said to be yours then? If we'll follow up. I found this in the tomb. Look familiar. Ah! That's... Dhurke. Where did you find it? Down between the monk statues in the tomb. Is it yours, Dhurke? Oh, it's something I bought. Why is he suddenly acting all awkward? I wonder when I lost it. Let's have it. It's very important to me. Of course. I'll just make a note about it for future reference. Okay, the pink butterfly has been returned to Dhurke, but a record of it remains in the court record. Why is he so shifty about it? Apollo, remember how Inga said he had someone dear to Dhurke? Why didn't you ask about that? Alright, I'll give it a try. Wait, that added another talky dialogue? Okay, it did. Someone dear to Dhurke indeed. What did the minister mean when he said he had someone dear to you in the palm of his hand? Who was he talking about? You just seemed to know, but he wouldn't tell me anything. Well, I've no idea, so... Well, you obediently followed his every word after he said that. So it seems to me the minister was in close proximity to someone you really care about. Oh, someone you really care about that isn't Nayuta. Wait, don't tell me! Is there a new lady in your life, Dhurke? What? No, don't be ridiculous, son. The love of my life was Amara, but she's gone now, and there will never be another. Ah, my bracelet! Wait, does this mean... Dhurke, have you really not met somebody new? There will never be another. She's gone now. Which one of those statements triggered this? Love of my life was Amara. Nothing seems bad at the moment. There it is. Gotta go between the two, but his hand's always moving up here, which would kind of cover most ticks. Okay, I'll listen again. So this hand just moves from time to time. That's a normal thing going on in the statements. Or is that a tick? Oh wait, it glows? What the hell's that? Gotcha! How does your arm suddenly get a white weird stain on it? Dhurke, you can't fool me. You tensed up when you said, but she's gone now. And you unconsciously moved your arm, causing something to press up against your jacket. Ugh! How did you do that? Oh, so that's it. You're hiding a woman's photo up your sleeve. You don't have to keep secrets like that from me, Dhurke. You're an eligible bachelor now, but you'll introduce her to me at some point, right? I keep telling you there's no other woman. Fine, now let's see it. What are you hiding up your sleeve? It's just this. Satisfied? Huh, but that's the pendant we found in Amara's tomb. See, I wasn't trying to hide anything. Then why did he tense up? Dhurke, let me take a look at that. No. Hey, what's this button for? Whoa! It's a picture of Dhurke and some lady. And she's really young looking too. Mon Dieu, are you into younger women, Dhurke? Dhurke, you old dog you. You got yourself a younger lover. Will you stop with this nonsense? This is Amara before she died. If you look closer, you'll see that I was younger too. Hey, you're right. Oh, that's no fun. Wait a second. Haven't we seen this woman before? Now you mention it. Isn't this woman the same as the one in the pendant's photo? I thought we already knew these factoids.
Take that!
The woman in the pendant is also the one in this photo. Apollo, where did you get this? From the safe in Inga's room. You wouldn't react to this earlier. Apollo, if this is Queen Amara, it had to have been taken at least 23 years ago. Well, that's just not possible. Yeah, I just know it's the same thing. Here's why this photo couldn't be 23 years old. Because, I mean, let's face it. It was at the point where he was a Defiant Dragon already.
Take that!
Take a look at the law book. It has the mark of the Defiant Dragons branded on it. But that mark didn't exist until after you started your revolutionary activities, Dhurke. So this photo must have been taken after Khura'in came into power. And that didn't happen until after Amara was assassinated. So then, how could Amara even be in this photo? Wait a second. That would mean that Amara is still alive. Wait, that's the what? That's how you found me out, son. Wait, so it's actually true? So the real queen is still alive? I'm really confused. So no one got murdered? Who's in the casket? Dhurke, what do you mean Amara's still alive? I thought she'd been assassinated. So did I. But it seems she made it out alive, only to be held captive by the Khura'in regime. Why would they do that? When I fled from the law and went underground 23 years ago, I heard some shocking news from a Defiant Dragon spy. There were rumors of Queen Amara being sighted in the palace. And those rumors turned out to be true. Yes, I snuck into the palace to see for myself. She was confined within the grounds, but otherwise she was as fit as a fiddle. So then, the sarcophagus in the tomb is empty. Yes, that entire tomb is one big charade. Khura'in had it built to stage Amara's death. So we're not going to be cursed by a vengeful spirit. That's a relief. She was being held under virtual house arrest, so I freed her and we made a run for it. This photo was taken back then. Look at how they're both grinning from ear to ear. There's a fingerprint on the metal part. I guess Dhurke must have left it by accident. Oh, Mr. Sahdmadhi, I want to hear all about how you ran away with Queen Amara. Right, the pink butterfly pendant has been updated in the court records, stained with the victim's blood, but a fingerprint was found on the inside of the lid, and is a picture pendant. Right, on the run with Amara. I'm surprised Amara agreed to run away with you. I mean, Khura'in must have told her that you tried to kill her. I tried to convince her that I wasn't the one who set the blaze. And she believed you. She said, and I quote, "I shall accompany you so I may ascertain the truth myself." She always was a tough one to read. I bet she was thrilled you came to her rescue, Mr. Sahdmadhi. To be set free by your beloved. It's like something out of a fairy tale. Yeah, well, there was no happily ever after once Khura'in's people caught up with us. They took Amara away to who knows where. I snuck back into the palace and searched high and low for her, but to no avail. They probably moved her to some remote mountain prison or the like. Dhurke, does Nayuda know about this? He knows she's his true mother. I told him as much. Wait, is that why Naruto is following Garan's orders? Most likely. So then, do you think that deep down he doesn't really want to prosecute you? Well, he's not one to show his feelings. And lately I've had no idea what he's thinking. Apollo, we need to grill the Queen about Amara when we have the chance. I was wondering about something. The little baby the lady's holding, is that Prosecutor Sahdmadhi? Not necessarily. It could just as well be me. After all, we're only 1 year apart. I don't know. I mean, the kid in the picture is too cute to be you. Let's settle this by asking Dhurke himself. Okay. If that's the case, let's present. If I can get there. Dhurke, about the cute little kid in this photo. Is that me? Huh? What are you talking about? See? I told you it was Prosecutor Sahdmadhi. Oh, I see. Well, either way, it's not you, son. So then, if it's Naruto, it was taken when he was about a year old, right? And that would mean you ran away with Amara around 22 or 23 years ago? You're pretty good with numbers, son. Impressive. Huh. What kind of answer is that? A deflecting answer. A photo showing Dhurke and Amara's life on the run about 23 years ago. Before you go, son, there is something else I need to tell you. Something important. What is it, Dhurke? I've never seen you act so serious before. I've seen him act serious many times. What's this something important? So what's this something important you have to tell me? Listen, son. Even if you manage to prove me innocent tomorrow, I don't have long to live. Huh? What are you talking about? What I mean is, I can already hear the Twilight Realm calling my name. There is no escaping death now that it has its sights set on me. What? Is this another one of your jokes? I wish it was. You can't fool me, Dhurke. Huh? That's strange. Why isn't my bracelet reacting? Are you sick? It's something like that. So you're not joking? I'm afraid not, son. Sorry. Isn't there a cure? Or at least some sort of treatment? Unfortunately not. Not for what I've got. If you need some kind of surgery, I'll work hard until I can pay for it. So, please. It's too late. There's nothing more to be done now. But you always say a dragon never yields, so why are you giving up now? Apollo, I'm sorry. I really am. I don't understand. Why is this happening, Dhurke? Why? Listen, Apollo. I've got a favor to ask of you. Would you keep quiet about this? I don't want my fellow dragons to find out. They'd lose all hope if they knew I was dying. Would you do that for me? Of course. Why is this happening now? Just when I was finally starting to feel like you really are my... I thought that this time we'd finally... But now... Damn it! Why? Apollo! Listen, son, I don't have much longer to live. But I'll never let them execute me. Not before I finish what I need to do. I know, Dhurke. There's no way I'm gonna let them prove you guilty. Before he goes, I'm going to turn back time by righting the wrongs that have been done. I'm going to restore Dhurke's freedom. And return a real smile to Nayuta's face. I'm gonna win this case. I just have to. Son, I have one more big secret. What? There's something else you've been hiding from me? I'm afraid I can't tell you what it is. I'd be betraying a certain someone if I did. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Forgive me. You'll just have to find out for yourself. That's the only way. I don't understand, Dhurke. Apollo, in court tomorrow, you may find yourself faced with a truth that is difficult to accept. But I know you, and I know you can handle the truth, no matter what it turns out to be. I know that because I believe in you. You're my son, after all. Dhurke, what is he talking about? Wait, he's not going to reveal that he actually is the killer, is he? Looks like we've run out of things to discuss. Apollo, are you okay? I'm fine. Free him now! Release Dhurke! What's going on out there? Sounds like the party's getting started without me. Huh? It's coming from the temple. Let's go, Apollo, and take a look. Well, nothing more to talk to Dhurke about. Not really trying to examine here, just accidentally. So something commotion is going on outside Temple. Has the uprising truly begun? Whoa, what is all this?
What are they? Huh? Well, look at that. The people are coming to take their courts back.
Don't hold back, men! Arrest them all!
That's a rebel. Dhurke belongs to the people. Give him back. Yeah. Where are you holding him? Quiet down, you. They have my big sister too, but she didn't do anything wrong. Ow! Ow! Stop pulling my hair. Release my son. Release him now. Stop that. No biting. This is really something. And it looks like Dats and Mrs. Inmi are leading the charge. You unenlightened fools. Do you honestly think this will change anything? Yuri! Why'd you keep serving that witch Khura'in? It's... Hey, Nayuta! You again? What's going on here? It would appear that the insurgents are fanning the flames of rebellion. But I never thought it would grow so large. However, they will all be under arrest shortly. Reinforcements are almost here. They'll be arrested, just for protesting. And being up a few police officers, I'd point out. They are aiding and abetting a criminal by seeking his release. Her Eminence Queen Khura'in has ordered they be arrested and judged en masse. But weren't you once a member of the Defiant Dragons too? How can you go along with this? I am simply following the orders that Her Eminence has handed down. No, it can't be as simple as that. Listen, Nayuta, there's something I want to talk to you about. Hey, you're not getting away this time. We need to talk. I see there is no reasoning with you. Very well then, speak. Alright, time to talk then about Dhurke. Nayuta, do you really have to serve as prosecutor on Dhurke's case? I mean, prosecuting your own flesh and blood. It's just not right. Again with this drivel. Your ethical standards are not the be-all end-all of the world around you. I'm not getting into another debate with him. Nayuta, did you know that Dhurke is sick? What? He apparently doesn't have that much longer to live. If found guilty, he probably wouldn't even make it until his execution day. What are you talking about? Knowing this, are you still prepared to send an already dying man to his grave? Well, Enough with the Zen monk act, Nayuda. Tell me how you really feel. Mr. Justice, each person is born with a role to fulfill, and I must fulfill mine. Well, I'm not convinced that taking Dhurke to trial is a part of your lot in life. As for why you've been at Khura'in's every beck and call, I think I might have the answer. Nayuda, you know the truth about your mother, don't you? About how the former queen is still alive and being held somewhere. So Dhurke told you, did he? Yes, it's true. My mother was spirited away to some remote corner of this kingdom to keep us safe from harm. Safe from harm? But Dhurke said the Khura'in regime is holding her captive. No, they're keeping her safe. So you don't know where Amara is being held? I only know that it is some secluded hideaway where visitors are not allowed. I have heard she leads a simple life, akin to that of monastic disciples. Sure sounds like she's being held captive to me. Listen, Nayuda, aren't you really doing the Queen's bidding? Because she's holding Amara captive. And this whole thing with Dhurke, you know we didn't really kill Inga, don't you? Dhurke doesn't have much longer to live, so I want to help him however I can. This time, it's our turn. You could have been killed. But you risked your life to save us. Why? What a silly question. What father wouldn't risk his life to save his own children? Nayuda, Apollo, don't you ever hesitate to call when you need me. Understand? It's our turn to help Dhurke however we can. What you speak of is futile. Let it go and move on. The guilty verdict, the hopelessness. You must resign yourself to it all. Clinging to false hope now will only serve to magnify your future despair. So let it go and move on. Nayuda, are you really going to just roll over on this? I have no more time for idle chatter. I must prepare for tomorrow's trial. Now, if you'll excuse me. Apollo! I sensed a whirlpool of emotions coming from within Prosecutor Sahdmadhi just now. Anger, shock, bewilderment. And an icy sorrow as deep and dark as an abyss. Yeah, I picked up on that too. Looks like Dhurke really won't be the only one who will need my help tomorrow. I think it's about time to pay Queen Khura'in another visit and ask her about her sister Amara. Alright then, from here, there's no one else to speak to. Well, you can get some ideas, but we know what we're doing. What a scene behind us. I guess to the audience chamber. So, let's confront the Queen herself. The Royal Guard isn't around. That is utter hooey! You cannot continue to see the people like that! Rafer, justice is much more than simply speaking the truth. Is that Princess Rafer and Queen Khura'in over there? You deceived me too, Mother! How can I ever believe a word you say again? You nincompoop! Ah! Your benevolence. I couldn't help it over here. You impudent! Ow! Are you okay, Mr. Wright? I can't believe she actually punched you. Yeah, I'm used to it by now. What's the matter with the princess? It sounded like she was arguing with her mother. Maybe it has something to do with this picture. Rafa said she had to ask her mother about some secret or another as soon as she saw it. So then, does that mean that Princess Rafa knows what really happened? That Amara wasn't assassinated and is still very much alive? It would seem so, and she doesn't seem to be taking Khura'in's lies very well. But that's no surprise considering how much Rafa reveres her mother. That would definitely cause her a great deal of anguish and sadness. Eavesdropping, are we? How very rude. You there? Are you not Dhurke's son? Oh, nice to meet you, Your Eminence. We're actually here to speak with you, if you could spare a moment. So let's speak about Amara being alive. Your Eminence, Dhurke told me about Amara. About how she's still alive, that is. We know not of what you speak. After Dhurke learned Amara was still alive, he rescued her and they ran off together. But she was captured and remains captive in a secret location to this day. As for you doing your bidding, it's only because Amara's life's in your hands. Oh, what an active imagination you have. A lawyer and a comedian. How droll. Whoa, where'd they come from? Anyway, if she's gonna play dumb, I'll just have to jog her memory with some evidence. Alright, time to present her the picture again, I'm pretty sure. Either that or the locket. Your Eminence, I asked that you take a look at this photo. Why, that's... It's a photo of Amara. And here you can see a law book bearing the mark of the Defiant Dragons. I believe you know what that means. Very well. Royal Guard, stand down.
Yes, Your Eminence. Your wish is our command.
It seems there is no need to perpetuate this charade any longer. We shall speak of all we know.
Really? Are you gonna? Amara's alive now! Not Amara's alive. So then, you admit that Amara's still alive?
Yes, she is under our protection in a safe location.
I think you mean being held prisoner.
And where is she being kept? Oh, now why would we tell the son of a traitor that?
Guess she has a point there.
Now heed our warning, Horned Devil. It would not be wise to inform the people that Amara yet lives. It would only serve to plunge public order into chaos.
I have no intention of doing that.
Besides, there are real terrorists out there who might try to kill her. Good. Now, there was something we have been meaning to ask you. Do you know what has become of the Founder's Orb? The Founder's Orb went missing after Dhurke took it into the tomb. As his son, we thought you might know something of its current whereabouts.
I knew it. I suppose I should thank you for that free running tour of Khura'in.
That was the Royal Guard's own doing.
Nice try, lady. But now you're definitely not getting the orb, ever. Why do you want the orb so badly anyway?
Because it would be most dangerous in the wrong hands. It must be recovered.
Is the legend true? Can the orb really impart spiritual power? Are you worried that someone could overthrow you with it?
The Holy Mother's power is without equal. Should Her Holiness once again return to our world, she could conceivably bestow great power upon the one who unlocked the orb's secret.
I guess it makes sense considering spirit channeling is a fact of life here.
So we ask you, Horned Devil, did you receive the Founder's Orb from Dhurke?
Does it look like I did?
So you like to play games, do you? Royal Guard.
Yes, Your Eminence.
Search this devil and his belongings.
What? At once, Your Eminence. Don't move. You're only making this harder on yourself.
Ah! Hey, cut it out! Ah! What the? What?
That man touched me in a weird place.
Huh, Apollo, don't strip here!
Stop resisting! Just submit to our strip search already!
He is? No! Get away from me!
No, wait! Hey, cut it out! And if only I knew judo. Ah! Rest in pieces, my poor tattered dignity. There's no sign of the Founder's orb, Your Eminence. So, you have hidden it somewhere. No matter. We shall recover it one way or another once you are found guilty of abetting the accused. That was right. She really is bent on getting the orb. Mother! Looks like the princess is back. I took a stroll to try to calm myself, but I still find the situation unacceptable. The people must be informed about Queen Amara. So she does know about that. Rafa, you do not yet possess a clear grasp of how a government and its people interact. There will always be secrets that must be kept from the ignorant masses. You have little faith in our people, Mother. But it is the royal priestess's duty to always speak the truth. And as such, I cannot remain silent. I will not. The truth, you say? Your mind has been poisoned by the barbed one. It was an honor and a pleasure, Your Eminence. We must speak with our child. It is a mother's duty to discipline her child, after all. Now, if you would excuse us. Discipline? Coming from her, I don't like the sound of that at all. Quick, kidnap Rafa! No? Well, Apollo, let's head back to the safe house for now. Good idea. We need to go over what we found and collect our thoughts. Indeed we do. So still more lies within this little chapter investigation, but it looks like we're in the part that might seek us into our next trial. So we'll get all the information dumped next episode as we head back, hoping that nothing has happened at the rebel stronghold. After all, she's after that orb, but she's never found the place, so it should be okay. Right? We'll find out next time on Spirit of Justice. Bye-bye.